Have you ever wondered why some people making $50,000 a year retire as millionaires, while others making $200,000 are always just one bad month away from total disaster? It isn't because of a secret stock tip or a lucky crypto win. It's because the person who wins at money understands one simple truth. Wealth isn't about how much you pour into the bucket, it's about the order in which you build the ladder. Most people treat their money like a bucket with holes in the bottom. They earn it, they pour it in, and they wonder why it's empty by the 28th of the month. They try to invest by buying a random ETF they saw on TikTok before they've even paid off their 24% interest credit card. That's like trying to build the roof of a house while the foundation is still made of wet cardboard. Today, we are going to fix that. I'm walking you through the exact step-by-step order of operations for your money, the ladder of personal finance. We're going to plug the leaks, capture the free money, and show you how to move from saving to maximizing. Stick with me until the end because I'm going to show you one accelerator rule that can add over $1 million to your net worth just by changing one setting on your phone. The first rung on our ladder isn't even about investing in the traditional sense. It's about survival. Before you can play offense, you have to play defense. You need a starter emergency fund. This isn't the full 6 months of expenses yet. That comes later. Think of this as your life is messy fund. Whether it's 1 month of expenses or a flat $2,000, this money stays in a high-yield savings account, not under your mattress, and definitely not in a checking account where you'll accidentally spend it on a weekend trip. Why? Because if you start investing while you have zero cash, the first time your car makes a weird clicking sound, you're going to be forced to sell your investments, probably when the market is down, just to pay the mechanic. That's how you lose. We need a firewall between your life and your portfolio. Now that we aren't terrified of a flat tire, we move to the most important rung for wealth building, the employer match. If your job offers a 401k or a pension match, and you aren't contributing enough to get the full match, you are effectively giving yourself a pay cut every single month. This is a guaranteed 100% return on your money. You will never, and I mean never, find an investment in the stock market that guarantees a 100% return the second you deposit it. This is the free money rung. If they match up to 4%, you put in 4%. Don't put in 5% yet. We have other holes to plug. But do not leave that match on the table. It's the closest thing to a cheat code in the financial world. Next, we have to talk about the wealth killers. This is high-interest debt. Specifically anything over 7 or 8%. If you have a credit card balance at 22% interest and you are trying to invest in an index fund that returns an average of 10%, you are doing math wrong. You are losing 12% every single year. Paying off that credit card isn't just getting out of debt. It's a guaranteed 22% return on your investment. Think of debt like a leak in your wealth bucket. It doesn't matter how fast you pour money in if the hole at the bottom is wider than the faucet. We need to be ruthless here. Whether you use the debt snowball for the psychological win or the debt avalanche for the math win, this rung must be cleared before we move to the fun stuff. Now we're moving into the heavy hitters, tax-advantaged accounts. Specifically, the Roth IRA and the Health Savings Account, HSA. The Roth IRA is a masterpiece of financial engineering. You put in money that's already been taxed, it grows for decades, and when you pull it out at 60, the government gets exactly 0% of your profit. And then there's the HSA. Most people think of this as a medical fund, but it's actually the most powerful investment account in existence. It's triple tax advantaged. You get a tax break when you put money in, it grows tax-free, and if you use it for medical expenses, it's tax-free when you take it out. If you treat it like an investment account and pay for your current medical bills out of pocket, you are building a massive tax-free wealth machine for the future. At this point, you've built a foundation. You have cash, you've captured the free money, you've killed the high-interest debt, and you're using the tax cheat codes. Now, we focus on volume. This is where most people get stuck. They set an investment amount and then forget about it for 10 years. But inflation and lifestyle creep are real. You need to implement the annual 1st of January rule. Every year on January 1st, you increase your investment rate by just 1%. If you were investing 10%, move it to 11%. It sounds small, but the math is staggering. If we use the future value formula for an annuity, increasing that P, your contribution, by just 1% every year can result in a net worth difference of over 7 figures by the time you retire. It's an automated way to ensure your wealth grows faster than your lifestyle. The final rung is where you move beyond the basics. Once your tax-advantaged accounts are maxed out, you move to taxable brokerage accounts and real estate. At this level, you aren't asking $5 questions like, "Can I afford this coffee?" You're asking $50,000 questions like, "How can I optimize my housing costs?" or "How can I leverage my equity to buy a cash-flowing asset?" This is where your net worth starts to explode. As many of the top finance creators have noted, your net worth growth is linear until you hit about $100,000. Then it becomes vertical. The goal of the ladder is to get you to that $100,000 breakthrough as fast as humanly possible so that compound interest can do the heavy lifting for you. Building wealth isn't about being a genius, it's about being a disciplined engineer of your own life. If you follow this ladder, you are removing the human element of fear and greed and replacing it with a system that works while you sleep. Remember, the smartest time to start was 10 years ago. The second smartest time is today. I'll see you in the next one.